What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus video. Today we're going over Tenpai Dragons, one of the best decks from Legacy of Destruction. That's going to be a newer deck that has come out. You know, it is a going second OTK deck, probably the best going second OTK deck that we have seen in a long time. It's going to be fairly cheap if you already have a copy of Trident Dragon. I suppose that this card is going to be a little bit expensive, so make sure you ask your friends if they have any in their bulk, I guess. That's what Konami ended up telling us. Before we dive into it, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll show you guys the cards. So we're going to start off with the three Pedra, whatever you want to call it, the three Chandra, and then the two Phaedra. So this is going to be your main starters. In the next set they come out with, they are going to be having a Poplar as well, which is really cool. So we're going to have another, three of them. We're going to help the consistency of the deck a lot. This one lets you summon them out, and you want to play this one less because it's less good. It also summons another one out, and then this one's a tuner, which is a level 4, which is kind of important. And we're playing the 3 copies of the Saiken Summoning and the 1 Terraforming alongside the 3 Sangich Common. I could be saying that completely wrong. This is going to be your main engine of the deck. It is very small, which means you play a lot of hand traps. This being a level 4 tuner is kind of interesting because your other 2 are going to be level 3s. So you aren't going to be able to play some of the cards. We have Baron now banned. Therefore, you can't really go into Magnamut plus this into a Baron, unfortunately. But you will still have lines to play, which is really cool. This deck is really compact. This gets you these, this gets you these, and then this obviously gets you this. You want to have the most 1-card starters that you can. Therefore, we're maxing them out other than the green one because it doesn't really get us anywhere for that. Then the extended cards, we are playing Prod of Prosperity. You can play a different card other than Trident Dragon if you want to not play Prosperity. These kind of go together. This is going to let you OTK through Prosperity, so it's kind of important to note. But this card, want to have the most consistency that you can. Therefore, you're going to be able to dig and search for your cards. We are playing the double Lightning Storms. You don't have to play this. You can play Nibiru instead. But I wanted to be having to destroy those cards. If you're playing in the back row deck, you can just destroy the back row. You get for an OTK. If your opponent puts everything in attack position, you're just going to be able to clear it off and then OTK them right away. We are playing the Forbidden Droplets. Sometimes they can have 1 body on the field. So pairing up Lightning Storm plus Droplets can be really nice. And then we are playing the 1 Change of Heart. I really did want to play Raigeki in this build, but unfortunately I couldn't really fit it in, and I didn't think it was going to be very good. So it's not in this build right now, but I will be playing it in the future. Just going to be kind of a day 1 testing, which Change of Heart can just do going second. Take up monster that have an Omni Negate like Appaloosa. It's going to be quite good. But other than that, we are playing the 3 copies of Fenrir and the 1 Magnamut. So it's Fenrir's a little bit worse now. But I wanted a body that can summon itself out, also deck thin, and then just be able to be really good. So it can just clear boards if you have, for example, a body that can't be. So having it summoned, activating the effect, being able to banish a card face down, dealing some damage, you can go for an OTK, can be really nice. And then Magnamut being a hand trap, as well as being able to search for any of your dragons, just going to facilitate you to get in game immediately. It's also a level 6, so the level 4 tuner can actually let you go into some of the level 10s. Synchros, which are really good because they do require a dragon as non-tuner, which is really nice. So nice little combo pieces that you can have in here as well, and being able to search really nice. I saw some people siding it. I think that's kind of wrong personally, but that's just up to me. I guess it kind of depends on how the format wraps around, but you can normally always Magnamut something away. Then for the hand traps, because this deck is loaded full of hand traps, we're going to play 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Veilers, 3 Imperms, and then the 3 Ghost Ogres. You can play Nibiru, but when you're pairing Nibiru alongside the copies of Storm as well as the Fenrir, it's not that good. Fenrir is also really good with Droplets as well. These 3 cards pair together so easily, which is kind of important to mention. Being able to just go Lightning Storm, and then if they have something they think they're not going to be able to destroy, you can actually just Droplets it away. Or you can go Fenrir, summon itself out, activate the effect, search for another one. Then you can go Droplets, send the second copy of Fenrir. So, you're always going to have multiple different versions of this possible. But yeah, when you play Nibiru, you're obviously hurting your Lightning Storm and hurting your Fenrir. So I opted to play these 2 instead because it was 5 cards, and I felt that I could play through that rather than just nibbing them and then being able to clean up with this and just being able to OTK, which is really nice. But ultimately, it's up to you guys. I think Ghost Ogre is really good this format, especially hitting copies of the field spell. It's really good against Branded. You can hit Quem. It's good against Salamangreat. It's good against Runic. It's good against Centurion. It's good against a lot of decks that actually are just in the format. So like this card just helps you out a lot. It's going against IP, it's going against Appaloosa. Really, it's just, the options are endless. Just being able to hit like even the U-Bell field spell can be really nice. But that's it for the 40 card. You could also choose to side it, I guess. But that's it for the 40 cards. Now for the extra deck, we're playing the Trident Dragon because, you know, you have to play it essentially if you want to be able to OTK. We're playing the 1 Transcendent Dragon. This is going to make it so that your opponent cannot activate any effects during the battle phase. Very nice if you make this before the battle phase, because with this plus the field spell, your opponent just cannot really respond. We're playing 2 Bident Dragons. This is going to be one of your monsters you summon out, gets effects, pop stuff, summon it back out, go for game. Then for the package, we are playing the Black Rose plus Moonlit. We're playing the Odd Eyes Meteor Burst, and then also the Samurai Destroyer. That's it for our synchros. You know, this deck does get hit with D-Barrier quite a lot. You can play some other cards as well, like Dawn Dragster if you want to. If you're forced to go first, you can play stuff like that. But this is going to be kind of the build that we're playing for now. It can obviously change quite a bit. And we are playing a bit of Lynx, actually. We are playing the Zealantis OTK with the fire, stuff like that. So we are playing this, you know, wanting to be able to OTK. It feels really nice. You want to have multiple options in case you get D-barriered. And then we are playing the Striker Dragon alongside the Seals and the SP Little Knight. So a lot of times you end up going first. And you want to like go into this. And like Striker Dragon is just so you can go into SP Little Knight with an effect. You can play Dark if you want to, or if like let's say you don't have a copy of Trident Dragon, you can play Dark instead, or I think it's called Koozie Belt Dragon, which can be played, but like this deck is kind of tight. You want to be playing the Lynx to go into stuff. And I think SP Little Knight is also a really good card in this format as well, being able to banish. You know, if you don't really OTK with the deck, your chances are you're not really winning. So it is important to note that that's kind of important. But like if you don't OTK, you kind of have to go into like SP Little Knight, stuff like that to be able to play through it, and really hope for the best if you have like multiple hand traps. But yeah, it's really a one-punch deck that I think is going to be a lot of talent players going to be playing. But I don't know how good it's going to be translated into this because, you know, we see in the OCG that it's so good because of Max C, but hopefully it's not going to be as good here because I don't want to play against going second decks. Regardless, if you do enjoy the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to see more content like this. We're already posting some duels with this throughout the week. And yeah, don't forget to stay safe. Peace.